3 Feet from Gold. This is a story from the Napoleon Hill classic, Think and Grow Rich. You're probably familiar, but in the story of 3 Feet from Gold, there's a young man during the gold rush who discovers gold and begins a mining operation where he experiences early success, followed by a short-term period of failure, where he has lost the strain of gold that he's been following, and after a short period of time, he gives up and sells all of his equipment and his mining rights to a junk man. Now, this junk man goes to an expert who helps him identify that because of some sort of fault line, the gold strain that this man had been following had restarted or shifted and was about 3 feet from where this person had stopped mining. This junk man, using the equipment and the mining rights, was able to become incredibly wealthy by continuing to mine just 3 feet from where this previous person had given up and moved on. Now, this analogy is a very valuable lesson in not giving up on the current thing when things get difficult or stop working, but rather pursuing and working toward what you've been working toward and figuring out how to succeed at your current opportunity. It's the classic, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, and in going to the other side of the fence, you miss out on the opportunity right beneath your feet, or in the instance, just 3 feet away. I think in the current marketplace, this is a very relevant story for us to consider. Before we run out searching for the next biggest opportunity to kind of solve our issues, to keep our teams busy, to fill our pipelines up, stop and consider that there may be more opportunity right at your feet than you've previously considered. You might just need to change where you're looking or what you are looking for. I'm talking about the contacts that know you and trust you and the people that you have relationships with. Succeeding in that area is about finding the right people and using the right systems to identify opportunity in those people. Now, this requires that you change your paradigm and look at things a little bit differently than you have in the past. Now, the classic wisdom or sage advice that we've gotten in the mortgage industry is referral partners, referral partners, referral partners, and getting repeat business from your past customers. Those two opportunities are no longer the same opportunity they were just 1 year ago. The big problem with referral partners right now isn't that they don't have buyers, it's they don't have inventory. So it doesn't matter if you take them to lunch, or it doesn't matter that you're working with them and trying to get them to send you more business. They have plenty of buyers. They don't have property to sell them. And so the bottleneck on the whole industry from a purchase perspective is inventory. And there's very little that you can do to solve that issue. Now, on the flip side, when it comes to past customers, when I say, hey, go talk to your past customers from a marketing perspective or a lead generation perspective, you might think about it for a second and be like, what am I going to offer them? A 4.5% interest rate? I gave them a 3% interest rate just a year and a half ago, right? So how am I going to do more business with them? By offering them a payment increase. And so when you run into this situation, you feel backed into a corner and you're not quite sure what to do, a lot of people stop and they start thinking, maybe I need to figure out a new way to generate business, online leads, or, generating your own leads through some sort of marketing program, maybe a postcard campaign, maybe I could squeeze an extra deal from my realtor partners, or those kinds of things. And what I am suggesting today is that if you intelligently and systematically market the people that you have relationships with, there's far more opportunity in that set of people than you've previously given it credit for. Now, I'm not talking about just marketing your past customers or your past pre-quals. I'm talking about the larger database of contacts and relationships that you have. Think about it as email contacts, phone contacts, social media contacts. Even if you have contacts from some sort of joint marketing with a realtor partner, or you have access to their database of contacts, or old leads that you've purchased, these are all people that maybe have worked with you in the past, or they know you, or you have some degree of connection to them. You've got some contact information, whether that's an email address or a cell phone. Those are all great people from a contact perspective for you to be engaging. Now, let's go through the math on those contacts. I personally have about 3,500 people in my personal email address book. I have a little over 1,000 people in my cell phone contacts. Now, not all of those are, in my state, but a big portion of them are. And so if I took that, between the two, even if it was 4,500 total, we can cut that in half to just say, some of those aren't exactly the target market, but 2,200 people. Out of those people, there are about 35 people having their credit pulled for a mortgage each month. Now, these are people that know me and trust me and have some sort of a relationship with me. So when you consider just me, my contacts, it's a relatively unique set of people. My contacts are going to be different than my coworkers' contacts. We have a unique set of relationships. We have a relatively unique network. And so my ability to take that set of people and look at that and identify that there are 35 people starting the loan process every single month should be an eye-opener as to the quantity of opportunity that is available in that set. Now, you can use softwares to take that database of names and emails out of your email address book and names and cell phones out of your cell phone contact list and monitor that set of people in order to identify who is in the market for a mortgage today or who is about to be in the market. Using predictive mortgage marketing tools and database intelligence, you can find opportunity in your own relationships, in your own connections of the people that are in need of your services right now that already know you. And the cost per acquisition on marketing your own contacts is just so much better than the cost per acquisition trying to go out there and buy online leads. And online leads are tricky because if you get a good quality online lead and a good system and it's scalable, you're lucky to spend $1,500 and fund a loan. But when it comes to your own contact list, your own relationships, your own past clients, you might spend a couple hundred to fund a loan marketing that set of people. And so I think we've been restricted, over the past couple of years, we've just been so busy having business fall into our laps. We haven't been considering these other opportunities, these larger data sets of people that we should be following up with, that we should be monitoring, we should be marketing. And by expanding our horizons, changing our paradigm on who we consider should be in our database, who we consider should be marketed by us on a regular basis based on, who's in the market, there's significantly more opportunity than we've given it credit for. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate your attention, and I hope you've found some value in being able to kind of change the way that we think about databases and contacts and who should be in our CRMs and our database monitoring tools. At this time, if you have questions, if you're curious how it works to take an email contact list and do this kind of monitoring, or a cell phone contact list and do the database enrichment so you can get, their home address or their email address, or completing those databases and getting them put together in a way that's usable, click below, schedule a demo. We're happy to go over the details with you. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day.